Zach Pakoff here, and welcome back to another lesson video. Today, I will be going over the 10-1 text. So let's jump right into the video. Okay, so as I had stated before, I'm going to be going over the 10-1 text. So we're starting our new chapter today, and in this chapter, we will be learning about how to journalize sales and cash receipts using special journals. In addition to that, we will also be learning about how to define accounting terms related to sales and cash receipts for a merchandising business, identify accounting concepts and practices related to sales and cash receipts for a merchandising business, journalize sales on account using a sales journal, journalize cash receipts using a cash receipts journal, and finally, record sales returns and allowances using a general journal. Alright, so now that I've read over the learning objectives, let's jump right into the 10-1 text. Alrighty, so now we're going to be moving on to the 10-1 text, which is the first lesson in Chapter 10. And in this lesson, we will be learning about journalizing sales on account using a sales journal. Okay, so there are some key terms that I'd like to go over before we start the accounting part of this lesson. So a customer is a person or business to whom merchandise or services are sold. A sales tax is a tax on a sale of merchandise or services. And a sales journal is a special journal used to record only sales of merchandise on account. Alright, next we're going to be talking about sales tax. So we're being introduced to a new account here called sales tax payable. And this account is a liability account that has a normal credit balance. So it increases by a credit and decreases by a debit. Okay, next we're going to be talking about sales of merchandise on account. So as we've learned in previous chapters, accounts receivable is an asset account that has a normal debit balance. So it increases by a debit and decreases by a credit. Alright, next we're going to be talking about a sales journal. So what we're essentially looking at here is a sales journal. This is where we'll put the page number. This is where we'll put the date. This is where we'll put the name of the customer. This is where we'll put the sales invoice number. This is where we'll put the post reference. And then we'll record each amount in either the accounts receivable debit column, sales credit column, or sales tax payable credit column. Okay, next we're going to be talking about a sales invoice. So what we're essentially looking at here is a sales invoice. And as you can see here, this sales invoice is from Hobby Shack Incorporated, and it shows us their address and where they're located. This sales invoice is being sold to Village Crafts, and it shows us their address and where they're located as well. The customer number is 150. The number is 76. The date is November 3rd, and it has a 30-day term. Underneath all of that, we have the stock number, description, quantity, unit price, and amount, which is calculated by taking the quantity and multiplying it times the unit price. These two amounts, when added together, will give us the subtotal, which is $540. We then add that amount to the sales tax, which is $32.40, and that will give us the grand total amount, which is $572.40. The sales clerk's initials are right here. And the customer who signed this sales invoice is Max Schindler. All right, next we're going to be talking about a sale on account. So this transaction reads, on November 3rd, sold merchandise on account to Village Crafts $540 plus sales tax $32.40, total $572.40, sales invoice number 76. Okay, so when we journalize a transaction related to a sale on account, there are a few steps that we follow when doing this process. First, we write the date, which is November 3rd, in the date column. Next, we write the customer name, which is Village Crafts, in the account debited column. After that, we write the sales invoice number, which is 76, in the sales invoice number column. Next, we write the total amount owed by the customer, which is $572.40, in the accounts receivable debit column. After that, we write the sales amount, which is $540, in the sales credit column. And finally, we write the sales tax amount, which is $32.40, in the sales tax payable credit column. And these two numbers, when added together, should equal $572.40. So these two credits, when added together, should equal this one debit. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to be talking about in this lesson is totaling, proving, and ruling a sales journal. So when we total, prove, and rule a sales journal, there are a few steps that we follow when doing this process. First, we draw a single line rule. Next, we write the date. After that, we write in the word totals. And then we add all three columns, the accounts receivable debit column, sales credit column, and sales tax payable credit column to calculate the totals. Then we prove the sales journal by making sure that these two credits, when added together, equal this one debit. So these two numbers, when added together, should equal $9,068.06. Then, once the sales journal has been proved, we can draw a double line rule. All right, so that is the end of the 10-1 text. In the next video, I will be going over the 10-1 work together. Okay, thank you.